Hi friend, welcome to my channel. Let's get into these grits. Oh my goodness, they are so creamy, so delicious, and they're nothing like you ever seen before. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. Hi friend, welcome to my channel. My voice is a little bit gone, but please bear with me, you guys, okay? So here I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into these grits. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm put a pot on the stove at medium high heat 6-7. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some water. In total, I added 4 cups of water into the bowl. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chicken flavored bouillon. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let that come to a boil. Once it's boiling like this, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to start adding our grits, okay? You have to mix your grits while you're adding them into the pot, okay? Grits have a tendency of liking to clump up together and be a family. They don't like to be an individual. They like to be a family. Just like that one girl, every dude she dates, she feel like she has to give him a baby because she trying to be a family. This applies to guys too. Every girl they date their baby mama. But you know what? That's not my business. Child, let me mind my business. Child, let me mind my business. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to mix the grits. And as you can see, I use the old-fashioned grits. Okay, you guys, that's the type of grits that I used. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to let those grits cook for 45 minutes. Yes, I said 45 minutes. You're thinking 45 minutes for some grits though, Freddie? Trust me, that's how you're going to get the best grits, okay? Then you're going to go ahead and cover it. Look at that, because grits be popping. You don't see it popping, and baby, you don't want to get burned. I remember one time I was trying to be sexy in the kitchen, cooking for my man. Child, I ain't had nothing on cooking in the kitchen, and baby, I was making some grits, and that thing now put me right in my chest, pop, just like that, right in between my breast, child. Ooh, child, I was walking around looking like Frankenstein creation. Baby, it looked like I had 3 titties. Baby, I had learned a lesson that day. I ain't never do that dumb stuff again. Okay, guys, when I was first starting to make the grits, I was contemplating on should I make a half a cup of grits or 1 cup of grits. But I decided to make 1 cup of grits. So I did not have enough water. So I went ahead and I added 2 more cups of water into my grits. So in total, 6 cups. And we're going to let it cook for 45 minutes, like I said, mixing it occasionally. And when you cover it to cook, make sure you don't cover it all the way because you don't want it to overflow. Grits have a tendency of overflowing, and it will dirty up your working area, will dirty your stove, and you don't want that business. So you want to make sure you cover it, but not all the way. Just like you see when I cover it, it's a little bit open, but it's a little bit closed. Just like when you're about to get some D, but you know you shouldn't do it, but you kind of want to do it. So your legs a little bit open, but they're a little bit closed. That's how you want to cover it when you're making your grits, okay, you guys? So because I made 1 cup of grits instead of a half a cup, the pot that I was using was too small, so I went ahead and transferred it to a bigger pot. And the reason we're cooking our grits for so long is because we want our grits to be smooth, okay? We don't want it to be grimy in our mouth. Time is an ingredient, okay? Sometimes the best recipes, the secret ingredient is time. You have to give it time. Just like when you getting ready, baby, you need time so you could get cute, okay? So time is an ingredient. Give the grits some time to cook. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to add a half a cup of heavy whipping cream, and you're going to mix that in there, and the heavy whipping cream is going to make your grits creamy. Then I went ahead and I added 3 tablespoons of butter, black people butter, of course, into there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix it in there. While that's cooking for like another 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead, we're going to shred our cheese. Remind you that in order for you to get the best kind of gooey, cheesy cheese is to shred your own cheese, okay? Shred your own cheese, because the cheese that come in a box already have a substance in it that makes your cheese not as sticky and not as gooey, all right? So you got to shred your own cheese. And I'm using mozzarella, and I'm using Parmesan cheese. Those are the cheeses that you need to put in your grits. That's gonna take your grits to the next level. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't never have grits like this before. I put 1 cup of the Parmesan cheese. I put a half a cup of mozzarella and a half of Monterey Jack cheese, baby. And this right here is what's gonna make your grits set it off, okay? You want to make sure you put that in there and mix it until all the cheese has completely dissolved. Once the cheese has melted and it became one as a unit with the grits and the butter and that heavy whipping cream, baby, Them grits is gonna be good, God's gift to earth. And you guys, let me tell you some tips about grits. You do not turn your grits off until you are ready to serve your grits. You could put the heat low at a 1 or at a 2, but you do not turn your grits off until you are ready to serve your grits. Grits, like I said, they want to be a family. They're gonna clump up, and we don't want that. We want it to be an individual. So you got to keep the heat on it. When you ready to serve the grits and you about to serve it, that's when you turn the heat off on the grits, okay? Because I mean, cold grits is all right, but the best way to eat grits is when it's nice and hot, okay? When it's nice and hot. It's like when you go to the club, baby, and you ain't take pictures before you got there. Now now the club is over. You can't take pictures no more, because the same way you looked in the beginning is not the same way you looked at the end. Now you look like not like you did in the beginning. So that's why, baby, you got to keep that heat on them grits out of 1, okay? And baby, let's go ahead and give these beautiful grits a moment of silence for the beauty that they hold. Yes, baby. Yes, look at the consistency of them grits, baby. They not too thick and they not too loose, baby. They just right, baby. That's the kind of grits that you want. And these grits, baby, they will change your lifestyle. I'm trying to tell you, baby, I will bet you. Name your price that you will never gonna have grits that's as good as my grits, baby. I'm trying to tell you, I put that on old McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Child, find somebody else to play with. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.